Okay, we're ready.
Okay, I'll call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mayor Canos is absent. Mr. Ambelang,
Here.
Ms. Greenfield,
Here.
Ms. McCready,
Here.
Mr. McQueen is absent. Mr. Romero,
Here.
Zanara.
Here. Notice of this meeting was provided to the Bernardsville News and Courier News, filed with the municipal clerk, and posted on the municipal bulletin board on December 27th, 2021, and supplemented to change the time and Zoom on December 15th of 2022. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have no presentations, so we'll move on to the approval of minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from November 28th.
I'll second.
And that'll be a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Next up is an open session. This is for items not listed on the agenda for public hearing, which we don't have any anyway. For Windows or a Mac platform, you go to participants at the bottom of the screen, click on raise hand. And if you're on an Android, you should see a raise hand button in the bottom corner of your screen. If you're on the phone, press *9 to raise your hand. In lieu of speaking at this meeting, members of the public may email questions or comments to the borough clerk at asiriano@bernardsvilleborough.org. Written questions or comments must be submitted by noon the Wednesday preceding the meeting. Spoken comments will be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Any written questions or comments received prior to noon on Wednesday preceding the meeting will be read or summarized on the record after all spoken comments have been made. If providing a comment or asking a question in writing, include your name, address, and the subject of your comment or question. Please note that the chat and Q&A functions are disabled during the meeting. Do we have any members of the public wishing to be heard? Seeing none, I'll move on to ordinances. We have no public hearing ordinances for today and no ordinance for introduction for today. Resolutions. We have resolutions 22-249 to 22-259. Is there anyone who would like to pull a resolution for discussion?
Nope.
Not pull, but you can just make a comment on 22-258, Christine, per our sidebar.
Okay, 22-258 is to authorize the execution of an agreement with New Jersey Transit for the leasing of the Bernardsville Railroad Station for a term of 5 years with 2 additional 2-year options.
I'm sorry, I meant 259. My apologies.
Okay, so 259 is authorizing the sublease of the Bernardsville Railroad Station. So
For clarification, just want to note that the councilman was indicating that he just needed clarity that council will actually vote on the actual contract once it's prepared. This authorizes our attorney to engage in that process.
Great. Thank you for clarifying.
right,
exactly
and
right.
the lease agreement between Bernardsville and New Jersey Transit is one step. And then the sublease is Bernardsville leasing it to a third party.
Yes, it's the underlying lease that's held us up for the last year or so. Finally, Michael Murphy, who's the interim head of property, came through and agreed to an extension of the current lease agreement, which is what we've been requesting all along.
And great job, Jack, for all your efforts on staying on top of it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It might be easier to battle New Jersey Transit than it is to battle your flu.
Yeah,
Maybe, maybe not.
It's close.
So, anything else?
Nope.
Okay,
Council member, I just want to echo Council member Rubiro's comment about Jack's efforts on this. I think council really only saw a part of the back and forth. It was persistent, it was constant, and it was frustrating. And I thank Jack for sticking with it. And also, I do see MV as part of the audience today, and I want to thank them for their patience as well while we work through it.
Thank you both. Agreed.
so do I have a motion
Yeah.
to move the
Oh.
resolutions?
I'll go ahead, Christine. So I move that resolutions 22-249 to 22-259 be adopted.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Ambeline,
Yes.
Ms. Greenfield,
Yes.
Ms. McCready,
Yes.
Mr. Romero,
Yes.
Ms. Zamara.
Yes. Moving on to item 9, reports. 9A is the mayor's update. She is not here. She's finally taking a vacation. And sure she still is doing stuff somehow. 9B, we have our administrator's report. So Tom,
Yep, so I'm not going to take up much of your time other than to say thank you for supporting the entire staff this past year. Thank you for attending, the council being well represented at our holiday party. And yeah, and that's it. And please be safe over the New Year's Eve holiday.
okay, thank you, Tom, you too. And the reports are also in this section. So is there anything in the reports that anyone would like to discuss? Otherwise, we can move to approve those.
I'll make a motion to approve the reports, to accept the reports.
I'll second.
And the voice vote, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Okay, so we all received an attorney's report, I believe.
Yeah, sorry to get it.
Mostly-
It's so late.
No worries, mostly containing New Jersey Transit
Yes.
stuff, which we saw earlier. Public safety,
Jack, On the-
oh, go ahead.
Yes.
question on the attorney's report.
Sure.
With New Jersey Transit, I know we went back and forth. I'm just curious, and if you don't have the answer now, that's fine, but ballpark, how much time and money did we spend getting to a lease that we had already negotiated with New Jersey Transit? I'm just curious. And if you don't have that, you can go back. to them.
I don't have it at my fingertips. If I were feeling better, I probably could. But I can pull
Okay,
it up on
that's
my
fine.
computer.
That's fine. I mean, wait till you feel better. It's not critical. I'm just curious how much money we spent to get New Jersey Transit to agree to a lease we already had.
We go through a similar process every time we try to extend the lease.
Okay.
so,
Okay, sorry, so public, oh, I just lost my headphone, sorry. So public safety did meet. There really isn't much of anything to report here in this meeting though. But Diane, Tom, Jay, if there's anything that you think we should mention, please feel free. But otherwise, I think we're good from public safety.
No, nothing from my end. Thanks, Gina.
No, thanks, Gina.
and then finance committee. I guess that's Tom, and it's,
So we're actually meeting this morning. Members are meeting this morning at 10 o'clock.
okay, great. Personnel is me. And we did meet since last meeting on the 15th.
Yep.
And we just discussed some salaries and stuff, so nothing to report on that either. Right, Jay?
Christine, sorry, I have a quick question about the borough administrator position. Is that
Oh.
posted and everything,
Ye-
or where are we there?
It's, it is posted on the New Jersey League of Municipalities website. It's been posted for a couple of weeks, and then with the appointment of the Canning Group, it's been modified, and they've also developed a landing page. And I know for a fact that they've distributed emails and are starting their marketing campaign quite aggressively. And I think, Anthony, correct me if I'm wrong, but at least a half a dozen, if not more, resumes have come in.
Yeah, that's accurate. I'd say probably about 10.
Wow.
Hey, Tom, how many, who's the Canning Group working with on this? Because I thought we were going to be meeting with them to talk about what we're looking for, et cetera.
Well, right now they're just going through their initial process of collecting the resumes, or I'm sorry, making the announcements and reaching out to their network. I'm sure that Frank Bastone's going to be reaching out to you soon to get your input.
Okay.
I believe he
For
goes through
personnel-
Mayor Canos.
Right, and the
Okay.
mayor has been his primary contact to date.
Tom, I've had someone send me a resume, interested in the role. Is there an email address I could send it to him at the Canning Group?
Anthony will provide that. to you.
Okay, can I say,
Yeah, I'll
Or
email you
send
guys
Anthony.
email address to have them send it to. Yeah.
But Al, there's specific instructions on how to submit your information and what information is being requested. And
maybe they
you know,
can
in
even
what
reach out to
format.
the candidate that had contacted me, just so I can put it in the right person's hand. Thank you.
I would like to note also that some really good administrators throughout the county have reached out to me and asked me about the position and the job. And the first thing that they ask is why I'm really leaving. And I have to tell them I am really leaving because I'm retiring. And this is a wonderful town and a wonderful council to work with. And I think that word is spreading.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank
Not
you,
that it
Tom.
needed to spread, but I think just in my network, they want to know, why are you really leaving?
Yeah. Okay, so the next item is the Council Engineering Technology and Public Works Committee.
Yep.
Which we will also met, and I'll let that to Diane to give us some updates.
Public Works met on the 20th. I'm just going to give you what's new. The Bernards Avenue neighborhood project is now going to be two parts. The bid for the Grove Street, Maple Street extension, Mine Avenue, and Lower Garibaldi will be advertised on December 29th, with the bid opening on February 2nd, 2023. Part two of this project, the borough received a $250,000 federal grant for sidewalks on West Street and Bowling Terrace. So we pulled that out of the grant because we have to get approvals from New Jersey DOT for that section of the project. As soon as we get New Jersey DOT approvals, that will go out to bid. The Public Works Committee is finalizing plans to hold a neighborhood meeting to discuss the Bernards Avenue reconstruction project and the two Bernards Avenue neighborhood projects, which are all going to take place in 2023. The meeting will give the area residents an overview of the project and the opportunity to ask questions. At this time, we're looking at a date towards the end of February, and once finalized, it will be publicized. And dam remediation, the preliminary plan was approved by New Jersey DEP Dam Safety, and work has begun on the final plan, which is due on May 31st, 2023. And that's it for me.
Thank you, Diane. Next is Land Use Committee, which, okay, we can
Has not.
probably skip that, right? So, and then other reports, if anyone would like to provide an update from another committee.
For Environmental Commission, we met. They are there's a lot of concern about runoff with all of the new properties that are coming into place. And I know at the last council meeting we spoke at a while back, there wasn't much we can do about that based upon the zoning rules. So I've asked them to put together a proposal for council for changes to zoning rules, if that's possible. And obviously it'd have to go through the process, but to give them kind of the ability to lobby to change the rules so that the runoff concerns that they have can be addressed. So that was the report from Environmental Commission.
Any others?
And, yeah, so library met as well. Again, nothing much to report. However, they did meet as their own finance committee from a library, and they are very much looking forward to presenting their budget to the finance committee.
I have one thing for housing. The committee did meet and included in the packet, everybody, I hope you had a chance to read and review, is the housing report, end of the year report from the Housing Advisory Committee. That's it.
The other thing I wanted to bring up, which was very good, was the Recreation Committee in the reports put together a year-end presentation, which is really great. And I encourage all of you to take a good look at that, because it's something we've not gotten in the past. And I really do think you can tell they spend a lot of time on it, and it really highlights how much they really do throughout the year for the community. And it's really good. So good job by the rec committee and every committee. If there's nothing else, I'll move on to items of business. And the first item is 10A, a request from Madeline English to display the farmer's market open sign. So she provided a photo. I don't know if anyone had a chance to take a look at it, but she's requesting so that people know that the farmer's market is open when it's open, so it only be up when it's open.
Makes sense to me.
It's on
Okay.
page 36 of the agenda.
Yeah,
The
I saw
one
it.
picture she sent says meats, but it won't say meats. It will say, I
Open.
think it will just say market is what she's asking for, which I don't have a problem with.
I'm okay too, but I was thinking about the height, because I think they
Mhm.
initially said 6 feet, and then they said maybe it's too small, maybe it should be 8.
Yeah. She's asking
Yeah.
for 8 now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think 6 is
Too small.
maybe enough, but I don't know. 8 seems large, but I guess they don't think so.
Well, considering the scale of 202 width at that section, it's going to be hard to get someone's attention if they're going 30 miles an hour past there.
Yeah, I think 8 feet is fine on my end.
Yeah.
I'm fine
So,
with it.
she's asking if we need a resolution for this.
To accept it?
I think it's gonna be a motion, but I'll let
Yeah,
Cal-
motion's fine. Just the motion.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the 8-foot market sign for the
I'll
farmer
make the
market?
motion. I'll make a motion to approve the 8-foot market open sign.
Second.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I
Any opposed? Great, so that item goes. Then we have correspondence, item 10B. And it says it's a planning board recommendation of ordinance coming in 2023 for the zoning line change for 477-1 Minebrook Road. So do we want to put that on the agenda for January 9th?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Since it's too late in the year to do an ordinance, I guess that's the
Right.
reason. Okay, so 10C is unfinished business. Any unfinished business?
In response to Jay's question earlier, during 2022, I spent 37.7 hours on the train station.
Wow.
Thanks again for your time. Thank you for getting that. for me.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
And new business, any new business? Okay, so that brings us to our second open session for any items not listed on the agenda for public hearing. So Anthony, do you see anybody with a hand up? We'll give him a second. There's nobody there.
No,
Oh, there's
no,
one person there.
there's one person I'm not seeing any raised
Okay.
hand.
And I don't think we have anything for closed session,
Nothing.
nothing. So, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Bye.
Aye.
Okay, happy New